Yo, what up everyone? I'm Rakim here, owner of Rapping and Snacking. Getting into another collector's corner. Gonna be getting into some vinyl, CDs, tapes, DVDs, and a floppy disk actually, which is first time I'd ever seen one for this release, so stay tuned for that. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rapping and Snacking. Appreciate y'all as always for rocking with me. And let's go ahead and get into the first thing that I got here. So first thing is actually from Shop Get On Down. For those who've been following me, checking out the page, etc., y'all know that Shop Get On Down is really dope company. So they hooked me up with this Victor Vaughn repress for the Vaudeville Villain by the late great MF Doom. So appreciate them. Both are still sealed. I have the original CD. Never had a tape. This might be the first tape pressing that they have, if I recall correctly. But yeah, got these both. Gonna keep this one sealed for sure since I already have it. And then the tape I might keep sealed as well. It is on black tape. So boom, they may still have these on their website. I'm not entirely sure, so go ahead and check their website out. Victor Vaughn, Vaudeville Villain right there. Shout out to Get On Down. Next up, we got something that I picked up from the Jedi Mind Trick shop. And that would be Vinny Paz's Lower the Blade mixtape, mixed by DJ Mechalek. And boom, and then they also dropped a tape as well. Boom. So this is just another one of those mixtapes that Vinny Paz has released in his catalog, which is essentially tracks that have Vinny Paz on it, and then they just throw it on like a mix CD. So this has a bunch of stuff, like, for example, with Ill Bill, with Recognize Ali, with Crime Apple, yada. So if y'all really like Vinny Paz and want to check out some stuff that maybe you haven't heard because it's just scattered throughout his features and catalog, then always check out these mixtapes. Picked that one up from his website. It was just like the standard price, so usually with standard price I don't mention the price that I got it for. And I also picked this new release up. This is Cheat Codes by Black Thought and Danger Mouse. A lot of people have been talking about this album. I had this on pre-order and it came through. It's like a digipack. Boom. Open it, listen to it a couple times. I did enjoy it. The sonics were nice. I'm not sure how much replay value it will have for me, but I think Black Thought does well. I think the instrumentation is dope, and the features are also cool. So I'm going to listen to it a little bit more, let it kind of give it a little more time to seek into my palate pause, and we'll see what I think about it. But also got the cassette tape sealed, and the annoying thing about the cassette tape is that although this is an album, and what I've noticed some people are still doing this, or are doing this now, is that they will now put it in like a slim case. Or not a slim case, but like a cardboard case. Instead of, your standard plastic case like this with this Vinny Paz mixtape, you have an actual cardboard sleeve. So quite annoying. This will get damaged over time. You can't replace the artwork. You're just going to have to buy another one if it gets to that point. But, it is what it is. Some people are doing that these days. Cool thing, I guess, for some people is that it is a green cassette tape. Some people like the colors. I personally don't care. I'd rather have the plastic case. But it is what it is. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get into this Rap Bay pickup that I got. They also threw in a sticker. This is something that I pre-ordered. This is the 3-6 Mafia Live by a Rep EP right here, the bone disc. Dope stuff. Happy to have added this to the collection because it's the first time they had released this on vinyl. So excited to have this one. And yeah, it's on Lemonade Yellow vinyl. Boom. This was also like just the stock prices. I got it from Rap Bay's website. 3-6 Mafia being one of the dopest groups of all time, in my opinion. Also, one thing that I forgot to show is this Jedi Mind Trick sticker that they threw in with the purchase of the Vinny Paz mixtape. Next up, we got some stuff that I got from Amoeba, and I got this whole bundle from Amoeba, and the rest is going to be what I got from Amoeba. This whole bundle from Amoeba was $165.52. Definitely got some goodies. Very excited about these come-ups. First, let me start off with the CDs. Amoeba Hollywood being my favorite place to shop at. They had they moved locations over a year ago, and this is the new location, so I've been there a few times already. So yeah, $165.52, and I'm going to go into exactly what I got. First off, I got a CD sample for Dilated People's Expansion Team. This was $1.99. Pretty cool stuff. It's just like a sampler on here, 14 minutes and 14 seconds long. If you know me, you know I love little samplers just to peep out if there's any different songs, anything is different in terms of maybe like samples that didn't clear, etc., etc. It's always fun to peep those out. Speaking of which, got another sampler, this one by Ludacris's Disturbing with the Peace sampler right here, and this has 6 tracks on it. Georgia, Future Thug, Getting Some, I'll Be Around, Come and See Me, and Table Dance. So yeah, this was for $1. So once again, another sampler that I picked up, and you shouldn't be shocked because I got another one right here. This is for Anarchy, Busta Rhymes Anarchy album. This was $2, and it's in a pull-out tray, something that you don't always see. I have a few Busta Rhymes releases with pull-out trays. Some record labels did them, some never did, but this one did for this release. So boom, there you have it, Anarchy sampler for $2. Next up, we have something that I actually was looking for, but I wasn't actively looking for it. It was just when I see it in the wild, I'll buy it, and I finally found it in the wild for a decent price. This is $7.99 for Rakim's 18th Letter, but it also has the Book of Life. So for those who do not know, this album did have some pressings with 2 CDs, and the album is the 18th Letter, but then the bonus CD is the Book of Life. The Book of Life just has some of his greatest hits with Eric B as well, so let me just name a few. You got I know you got Soul, I Ain't No Joke, Know the Ledge, In the Ghetto, Paid in Full, so those are just some of the tracks, and as you can see, you got 1 disc right here, and then 2 discs right there. So boom, boom, boom. So that was $7.99 right there. Rakim. Next up, still from Amiibo, we got $4.99. This is Killer Mike's album, Monster. Surprisingly, never had this, but I finally picked it up for $4.99. Excited to give this one a full spin. Heard a few songs from it, but I have not heard the thing in full. So I'm excited because Killer Mike is awesome, and I finally had to add it to the collection. Next up is a really, really, really dope song. If y'all haven't heard it, make sure to check it out. It is by Paris, the Black Panther of hip-hop, and this is The Days of Old. Really, really, really awesome single from his Sleeping with the Enemy album, and this is $4.99. It also has the Bushkilla track on here, which is another dope song. Paris is a dope artist. He also has a lot of dope production as well, so make sure to peep out The Days of Old. If you have not. And it also has a music video, if my memory serves me right, probably taken, this image probably taken from the music video, but I haven't seen it in a very long time, that's why I'm kind of blanking out. Next up, we got some tapes that I also got from me, but all these were $1 each. This one is Damn Funk and Snoop right here, the 7 Days of Funk, Hit the Pavement single with Fading Away as well. Boom, boom, boom. This was $1. Pick that one up. Next up, I actually already have this, but my copy is very beat up. So this is Regulate, very clean copy. Warren G and Nate Dogg, picked that one up for $1. Then we also got Criss Cross's Jump for $1 as well. Picked that one up too. Boom, boom, great single. Now we got some DVDs. We got this, which I had never seen, and it was like a, it's from another country. This one says country of origin is from the United Kingdom, made in the European Union. So this is Snoop Dogg's live performance from Brussels, February 23rd, 2005 for $7.99. Never seen this, so I made sure to pick it up. We'll go ahead and see Snoop Dogg on tour. Pretty cool stuff. Picked that one up for $7.99. And this is something that I've also wanted. This is 2 turntables and a microphone, The Life and Death of Jam Master Jay for $5.99. Picked that DVD up. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. One of the most important hip-hop figures ever. He is super underrated. Big shout out to Jam Master Jay. Next up, now this is what I was saying is super, super, super awesome. Now this is a floppy disk, and I don't have any floppy disks for hip-hop at all. So when I saw this in Amoeba, I kind of did a head scratch. I had also never seen anyone post it, or if I have, I don't remember. But I saw this for $30. The most expensive thing I bought at Amoeba, which I think is still a good deal. We got the Public Enemy, There's a Poison Going On a floppy disk. Now this is pretty badass. Limited to 5,000 copies. My copy is 1,802. You open it up, and then let's pull out the floppy disk. Boom. I haven't seen one of these since like elementary school, middle school, something like that. And I was actually shocked that this existed. yeah, it is so cool. I was shocked. And then, yeah, it's got all the inserts in here, just super cool. I might actually do an unboxing for this, like a product showcase, because I'm telling you, I'd never seen this before, and if y'all have this, go ahead and let me know. If you have it, that would be pretty interesting to see what y'all have, but I was shocked. That was $30. Super, super, super dope. Let's get into some vinyl. All right, time to get into some vinyl. We have here for $24.99. This is the most expensive record that I got, and this is a compilation by Ice-T. Ice-T's Greatest Hits, The Evidence, and this is something that I also didn't know. This was a limited pressing in the United States. This particular pressing has only 2,000 copies. So you can see on the back, mine is 1156 of 2,000. Didn't know this was that limited. But yeah, picked up for $24.99. Not a bad buy, actually, in terms of, what's out there. It's a pretty decent price. So excited to pick this one up. Still in open shrink. I see one of the greats right there. Next up, we have MOP's Firing Squad. This was for $5.99, but this is not only on a generic sleeve with the sticker, but it is also the clean sampler. Just pick this one up mainly for the collection. I'm not really going to listen to this because I typically don't listen to clean hip-hop unless it is re-recorded with clean lyrics. In this instance, I'm going to assume it's not. Maybe it was re-recorded with clean lyrics, but I don't think it was. I'll have to listen to peep it out. But if I hear bleeps and scratches and stuff like that, I'm probably not going to listen to it. But still picked it up because MOP's awesome, and it was $5.99, so pick that one up. Firing Squad. Next up, we got B1. And Sins and Cardinal Sins and The Life We Lead. So I actually haven't heard this song yet, or these tracks, I should say, but B1 is awesome or at least I should say his contributions were awesome from Kool G Rap's 456 album in particular. I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I saw this actually in the Kool G Rap section of Amoeba, and I just bought it. It was $2.99, so I made sure to buy it, and some tracks that I haven't heard. So yeah, Raucus put it out. And yeah, it looks like on The Life We Lead, it looks like Large Professor did the mix and the production on it. Oh, no, DJ Kool G recorded it. Okay, and then Lounge by Large Professor, mixed by Large Professor. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to hear this. I hope it's dope. We'll see. It's just one of those things that you just got to trust your instinct and just check it out. Next up, we got BC Boys Triple Trouble. This is $7.99. Usually for singles, I try and stray away from spending like $7.99 unless it's something like special. But in this instance, the reason why I did is because this was pressed somewhere else. I just can't find it. It's not pressed in the U.S. Pressed in the European Union. So usually for like things that are from overseas, they're usually going to be a little more expensive. And you will just see them far less out in the wild. So make sure to pick this one up from BC Boys Triple Trouble right there. Also, if I recall, they may have a couple different covers for this. I might be wrong, but boom, BC Boys right there. Next up, we have Bumpy Knuckles, baby, in stock in the game. Right here, I picked this one up for $3.99. Shout out to Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles, super awesome artist. Boom, boom, boom. And for those who don't know, Bumpy Knuckles Baby is produced by Pete Rock, and Stock in the Game is produced by Alchemist. So I know people who watch this channel love those people. Now, next up is actually someone who maybe some of y'all don't know, but this is Chi Ali, and this is a single, Roadrunner. And this is $9.99 for a single. I also have another one of his singles, and I remember buying that for either $7.99 or $9.99 as well. So his singles and really his album, The Fabulous Chi Ali, don't necessarily go for cheap. But here we have it. Boom, boom. Don't sleep on the album, Native Tongues Movement. I know y'all know Native Tongues, so don't sleep on Chi Ali right here. And it was also, this one was produced by a Tribe Called Quest. Or I should say, the Roadrunner Puberty Mix was produced by a Tribe Called Quest. Roadrunner itself was produced by the Beatnuts. And then we got another one, and this is CMW, which is Compton's Most Wanted. This is Compton, and I Give Up Nothing. So this was actually $17.99, and I sound like a hypocrite because I said I don't really spend that much on singles, but this is also another one of those cases where it's a good deal. If you go ahead, it's fair at least. If you go on Discogs, you can go ahead and also see like the medium price. The $17.99 is good for good condition and in front. If I recall, this is their first single. So yeah, this is on Crew Cut Records as well. This is before Orpheus and all that. So excited to go ahead and peep this one out. Yeah, really, 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 really good stuff by Comes Most Wanted. And that first album by them, if you haven't heard it, is really dope. So make sure to check that out. Techno Hop Records, Crew Cut Records, boom, boom. CMW. And last up is actually something that I'd never actually seen before in person. This is LL Cool J's Rasta Imposter. So this, I actually looked it up on Discogs. If I recall, I looked this up a couple weeks ago because that's when I bought it. And it wasn't even for sale. Like, they blocked the sale of it because I guess it's like a bootleg or someone just pressed it without like consent of the label or LL Cool J or whatever. So this is not for sale there, but I found it at Amoeba nonetheless, $2.99. And go ahead and check this song out on YouTube if you haven't. It's pretty funny. Ross Imposter, I think we all know who that is if you're close with the LL Cool J beefs. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't heard it, but go ahead and check it out on YouTube if you haven't. But yeah, this concludes my Amoeba pickups. So like I said, everything from Amoeba was $165.52. I still have the receipt. I still have the stickers on here. I'm going to take them all off, but I just left them on here for the video. But yeah, some interesting things, man. Like I said, that Public Enemy in particular, I'd never seen a floppy disk for a hip-hop release before. Maybe there's other ones, but very, very, very intriguing to say the least. If you have any questions on anything, go ahead and let me know. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok at Rappin' and Snackin'. Appreciate y'all as always. Click an ad. It's free for you. Gets me paid. Won't get you no viruses, nothing like that. So I'll talk to y'all next time. As always, I'm out of here. Peace.